All right, tribe, that's it for today's study group. Thank you for rocking with us, rocking with this tribe, the social work tribe. You know how we do. Did you like this group? Not like this group? People, you could do a lot of other things, better things on your Saturday. Honest feedback.
Great. I was just going to say again, I enjoyed, your session. It breaks it down like all of this. I need the verbal, listening as well as physically looking at, how you break everything down. I just recently took the exam on the 1st and I failed it. And some of the things that they had on this one, which was my 3rd time, I had not even seen on the first one. They didn't have anything with the DSM-5 on it. They didn't have anything on there in regards to, basically, talking about the different psychological disorders. So it was just like, and I do have some anxiety. So I certainly will be reaching out to take a personal, study with you on that, because I see that that's one of my biggest issues. It's like once I look at that and it's something that I don't recognize, it just falls apart.
And that's why I say showing ourselves grace, because with this exam, we could have took it, 1 time, 2 times before, and there's no guarantee we're going to get the same exact exam. Some people say they have a lot of this type of questions on exam, this type of lot of questions. Oh, I didn't have any of those questions on exam. And if we get questions that look like really funky and it's like, well, I never saw that before, it could be a question that they're trialing on the exam, because out of the 170 questions, 20 don't count. We just don't know which one don't count. So I'll definitely say, continue to be consistent with our studies, show ourselves grace, and it's okay because it's going to be okay. So, and we got to try for support. So you got this.
Thanks. Thank you.
Mm-hmm. This is Patty here.
Hey.
Yeah, I just want to thank you, because through this round and studying, I've kind of, it's come out like the areas where I think were having me to struggle on the exam in the past. And so I have a more clear way of reading through the question and knowing that I need to read the entire scenario word for word, and that every word can make a difference in the answer. So, and I also have to really step back from some of my thoughts and personal professional experience, because anything I add to the scenario, it doesn't help me in answering the question. So I've learned that, because I tend to like, oh, what about this? What about that? And I add stuff from my previous work with patients and clients. So I got to not add anything to the scenario. I got to just read what's there and read the answers, every answer, because sometimes I'll find an answer and boom, go with that. And then I also have to, and I've learned all this through the study process, but I also have to not jump too far ahead in kind of like what I want to help this patient or client with in this scenario, because sometimes it's just what would you say next versus a goal down the road that they want to work on. It's in that moment is really I need to work on, and I've been realizing that. So thank you. This process helped me, and I test pretty.
Absolutely. And when it comes to, I know for myself, like I just slow it down, because I know at times I would read through the question, then read through the answer choices, and I'm like, wait a second, what did I just read through? So just being able to kind of slow it down for ourselves, and keeping this in mind, is this how we will respond to this situation at our specific agency organization, or is this how the majority of social workers will respond to this situation? Like how we talked about gift receiving. If our agency has a limit on gift receiving of like $20, is that how the majority of social workers will respond, or is that for our specific agency? So just being able to help keep that in mind for us definitely helps when going through the exam. But yeah, you got this. We're gonna try. We're gonna help support each other. So stay with it.
Hello, I just wanted to say that thank you for the group sessions. I learned a lot, and I just wanted to let you know that I tested on the 2nd and I missed it by 3. But the section that you had in code of ethics in regards to children in school and releasing the records, that was on my exam. I had that, and I didn't answer it correctly. I just wanted to say thank you. Now that I know, I didn't not have that bit of piece of information when I had it, but now I have it and I know. So thank you.
No, absolutely. And again, this is just part of the process. It's like, they got me, but you are close. So we're going to get it next time. We're going to use that previous attempt to pass for next time. So you got this.
Yes. Thank you so much.
Mm-hmm.
Well, I just wanted to say thank you for your patience and being open to talk about the material in such detail in the notes. I hadn't just really looked at the notes in detail yet, but I can tell it's that being able to break it down like a 4-year-old, I'm the same way. I think these are great sessions. Your patience with everybody, even when they're doing something, unethical as far as sharing information, it's duly noted. Your YouTube videos got me here, so for me to come straight in and still feel welcome in the tribe, I appreciate it. I take my test Wednesday. This will be my 4th time taking it. And I've been studying. I've been consistent, but I got disgusted. But finding your videos, it got me back on it. I've been on it for about a good 6-7 weeks. Studying 2 hours a day. But me looking at this material, because I've bought all the systems, a lot of different books. And I feel like your material really broke it down to where I need to hear it so I can be able to decipher, because I'm able to break down questions. But when I get on the test, my anxiety gets to me, but I had to get some therapy myself for that. So getting your material and my anxiety has calmed down completely. But again, I had to do my own work for that. But I appreciate you so much. Even your free material was good. Thank you so much.
No, absolutely. And I think it's good that you're able to identify, like, okay, I need to work on that aspect and that aspect, and we can adjust this, because that shows the growth, and that's where we want to be at. So the fact that you're able to identify and put in the work and stay consistent and address those things so that you can go in there and be in a better position, you're on the right path. So you got this.
Thank you so much. I can't wait to come back. I'll probably email you and tell you my results.
There you go. Can't wait to celebrate you and the tribe as well.
Thank you.
Mm-hmm.
So I wanted to say thank you for offering this topic, because I took the clinical test back in March of this year. And one of the weak areas, when they show you the breakdown of where you tested, one of my weak areas was in ethics, because I went based upon what my agency was doing or what I thought was the right thing. But the way you broke it down today really helped me understand a little bit better. And the notes those detailed notes that you provided definitely is going to help me when I study on my own. So I just want to thank you for offering this class, because I'm planning on taking it in February. So right now I'm on full-fledged study mode. But thank you for offering the class.
No, absolutely. Thank you for attending. And again, like, being able to recognize, like, okay, this is the area I need to bring up a bit. It's like, all right, is this going to make us a better social worker? Because again, being able to tap into this material and see, like, oh, okay, this is not how they want the majority of social workers to respond. This is how I would respond at my specific agency organization. And that, you're not wrong. It's just for this exam, it's like, oh yeah, keeping that in mind. How would the majority of social workers respond to this situation, keeping that in mind? So you recognize it, you put in the work, and you're going to go get that license. So it's all good. You got this. All right, tribe, thank you for attending today's study group. I appreciate you. And we're going to stay consistent with our studies. Go in there, get our license, and let me know so I can celebrate you. But we got this. Got this. All right, tribe. I'll see you next time.
Thank you so much. Happy Saturday.
Happy Saturday. All right, tribe. Bye.
Thanks.
Mm-hmm.